the patient's wife, and she said she didn't know where the charge came from or whatever the case may be.
I'm confused. What charge?
A
patient's wife called you or called?
Called, I guess, the facility owner or whatever.
Okay.
And was letting them know, hey, I don't know where this charge came from, and I don't think he did it or whatever. And so she came to, so me and the patient was, close, and I always.
Who was the patient that you're
So his name was Juan. She was just like, Juan's wife called, and she said she seen a transaction, and she know that it's probably not him, but she's gonna come up here and dispute it, and she didn't want him to tell her where the transaction came from. And so that's the last I heard of them, anything about it. That was that. And I was already transitioning to a new place anyways, and I already had told them, like, I had basically put in my letter of, to let them know I'm not going to be here or whatever the case may be, So
you don't even care about what they were saying? Or?
Yeah, I did, because I'm like, hey, she was, in the middle of her already telling me this or whatever, she was like, she spoke to the wife. The wife had her say something on it. The wife feel like she didn't know where the transaction came from. She, when speaking to the patient or whatever, she was like, I spoke to him. He didn't really say nothing about it or the transaction or anything.
Right.
So, all she could do is just go off of upset wife saying she seen a transaction, but he didn't tell the wife, or he didn't tell the wife no, or this is not the case.
So Juan's wife calls and says, hey, there's a charge on Juan's credit card. How did it get there?
Yeah, that's what she basically said.
And then you said accuse you or something. So what did they
So basically they said, well, using his credit card or whatever the case may be, mind you, because they know that me and Juan is close. We do he asked me to help him with things, and we talk, and he'll tell me, literally, he one of the ones that I was close with. He'll talk to me, I'll tell him, he'll ask me. I was like, yeah, I'm in school, I'm a single mom and stuff like that. And he became, close to me or whatever.
Right. Did Juan ever actually give you his card? Because you're saying.
Yes, that's what. So one day I was at work, and we was I came in, I was at my normal self because I'm a single mom and I was going through something, and he noticed that I was going through something, and he was like, yeah. So he was like, Maya, I see your energy not up high usually, because my energy, I'm always there, I'm doing whatever, running around for the clients or whatever. And he was like, what's going on? I just told him my situation and what I was going through.
What was the situation?
And basically, I'm a single mom, so it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard when you're a single mom and you're trying to figure things out. And I was just telling him, right now, I paid paid what I could and did all this and that. But it's another one coming up, and I'm sure. And he understood that, and he was like, oh, you only get paid $16 here? That's crazy. You work too hard. You deserve more than that. And he just basically started telling me about the kind of telling me, yeah, y'all are getting underpaid here and stuff. And what can I do to help? And I literally told him. And then the thing is,
what'd you tell him though?
I was like, well, my rent, that's what I'm going through right now.
Gotcha. So
my rent is what I'm going through.
How much is your rent?
It was $21.95, something like that.
That's pretty hard to make up.
But when
it's an hour,
it's
right?
it's $21.95, but they add on other stuff. So by the time they add it up, it's $23, $24.
Okay.
And he literally just what do you need help with it? I can tell you, and he literally told me his information, right there at the job.
Did you see what he was putting in?
I didn't even, I'm just thankful for the fact that he was willing to look out, which, of course, it's a job, so I know that,
Are you allowed to do that?
You can't be close with the patients, to the extent, which I know that. Thinking at the time, I was literally just thinking a single mom who just trying to figure it out. And then I even offered him, I was like, I can send it back to you, because I'm working, and I can, send it back to you or whatever. And he just was like, you okay, you a good person, I see you busting your, working hard for your daughter, you in school, it's okay.
So he offered to pay your rent.
Yes.
You logged into your rent portal on your phone, and he plugged in, I'm assuming, a credit card or something to pay for it. Do you do the intake for patients sometimes?
Sometimes, but most of the times I'm usually it just all depends on who's in that moment. Sometimes you might not do the intake for that person.
But you've done one before.
Yes.
Okay. So they surrender their property to you, like a phone and you said a wallet or something? And then where is all that stuff kept?
It's kept in a safe key, lockers.
In lockers? Okay. Who would have access to those lockers? Is it supervisors? Do the patients have access?
Supervisors and RAs have, they can go inside the locker. The lockers there was placed like in the supervisor office, so like
Gotcha.
she's in there and the
You as an RA had access to it. Say I was a patient and I said, hey, Miss Adams, I need to get something from my locker. You would have the ability to go get that item if it was approved by a nurse or supervisor.
Yes.
Is this that room that you were talking about where the patients keep their? Okay. Do you recognize that person?
Yes.
Who's that? That's you. What were you doing there?
So right there, I'm getting the key situated to get ready to unlock it, and I had my phone in my hand because I usually be texting, and then I unlock it and put stuff in.
Whose locker is that?
So I can't see the name.
So we'll back it up. Maybe you don't remember whose locker it is. What did you just take out there? What is that?
So right there is a manila folder, and in those folders, like we put like important things in there. The paperwork, what they do when the intake is in there, like money logs and things like that.
Money logs. So that would be a log of, say they bring money and then
we'll write it on the log.
So and if a patient says, "Hey, I need $20 for cigarettes," do you log it out to them?
Yep.
Okay. So